Our ride today is the 2009 Subaru Impreza Outback Sport. Seems like quite a mouthful, but it's actually worth saying it because this is one of the better vehicles on the road today to deal with inclement weather. Now, it's been a rough winter in North America, and this is one of the vehicles that's been able to get around in the snow, the ice, the rain, and the uneven roads. In its 5th generation, we're going to take a look at the smallest Subaru available in North America. We're going to look under the hood, on the outside, and on the inside, and see what this model has to offer. Now we have the hood open of the 2009 Subaru Impreza Outback. We've invited a special guest into our studio, Joseph Corso from Wentworth Subaru. Joseph, tell us a little bit about what powers this vehicle.
Well, what powers this vehicle is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. It's coupled to a 4-speed automatic transmission in this particular version. It's called a boxer engine, or horizontally opposed. The horizontally opposed engine allows for symmetrical layout of the engine and transmission straight out the back to the rear differentials. So it's a balanced system. We call it symmetrical all-wheel drive, which lends itself to much more efficient transfer of power from the wheels that are slipping to the wheels that are gripping. It is a symmetrical balanced system, which also lends itself to more predictable handling and maybe more aggressive driving or emergency type maneuver situations.
Absolutely, and also know that the engine's fairly low, which also contributes to that whole manageable vehicle on the road. And
right.
Of course, that all-wheel drive system is what Subaru is really well known for. So we've taken a look at what's underneath the hood of the vehicle. Now let's take a look at some exterior features. Okay, Joseph, on the outside of the vehicle, let's start up front, big Subaru badge, but this grille is actually special in this particular vehicle, right?
Yes, this is an optional sport grille for the Impreza line. It gives a nice black matte finish and just adds a nice sporty look to the vehicle. Is actually, I think, STI inspired. It also flows in with the halogen headlamps that are a focused beam. It's not a high intensity beam, but a focused beam. There again flows into integrated fog lamps, wrapping around onto the side of the car. Lines just flow down. Going back on the car, you do have the availability, and it comes standard with roof racks. They are very easily removable.
Right.
And going back to a rear spoiler on the vehicle, which is a functional spoiler. It helps keep the rear window clean when you're driving in wet conditions or dusty conditions, and it also incorporates LED brake lights.
So we've looked at the outside and we're starting to get to the inside. I'm going to jump on the inside and we'll take a look at some of the features that this 2009 Subaru Impreza Outback has to offer. All right, Joseph, well, we've taken a look at the outside and we've taken a look at what's under the hood, but now we're on the inside. And of course, this is where most people spend their time. The interesting thing, I always look at people that buy cars, they always look at the outside, but I like to sit on the inside because I know when I drive a car, that's where I'm going to be most of the time. Now, I know some of the inside portions of this, especially the cockpit area, were inspired by aeronautics.
That's true, that's correct. And in fact, this interior did carry over from the award-winning interior of the Tribeca, which is directly from our aeronautics division of our parent company. It allows everything to flow through very easy on the eyes. The angles are, actually it's all no angles but curves. The engineers have designed all the instrumentation to be easy to read, the switches to be easily attained and functional. You have integrated stereo controls on the steering wheel now, as well as the cruise control mounted right on the steering wheel.
And then also those integrated iPod controls allowing you to choose
right.
Or control your iPod directly.
Right, you can do that through your steering wheel controls or the stereo head. If you do have iPod, specifically, we do have iPod-specific interfaces. This particular one is from the factory with that interface. And
right, it makes listening to music much more fun, I guess,
right.
when you're driving
right.
as well. Well, we've taken a look, as I said, at the outside and now the inside and under the hood. Let's look at some whys to buy the 2009 Subaru Impreza Outback. Here are some whys to buy the 2009 Subaru Impreza Outback Sport. Well, first of all, the Institute for Highway Safety has rated this as one of its top picks, and that means this car is one of the safest vehicles on the road. Along with the fact that it's a safe vehicle comes the longevity and the heritage from Subaru. this vehicle will actually go for almost ever before anything happens to it. It's going to be a solid ride that's going to get you through all kinds of road conditions. And that's my final why to buy. The all-wheel drive system in the Subaru really puts these vehicles on a benchmark above a lot of others. It means that this vehicle will get you through gravelly, wet or snowy roads much better than the competition.
Still to come on the Ride Show, we'll take a look at what's going on at Auto Care Northwest. And when lap 3 of the Ride Show returns, it's pure Italian sports car luxury.